In 1963 and then in 1965, Dr. Beeching recommended cuts to the railway, 55% cuts, I think. And although there were protests, most of those railway cuts went ahead. I remember very clearly when I was a small child how I used to walk to one railway crossing at one end of the street, and then in the other direction there was a railway crossing at the other end of the street. There were steam trains. It was all very exotic. By the time I was finishing primary school, there were no railways. And quite extraordinary. HS2. HS2 is described by Esther mcVey, who's a former cabinet minister, quite a fierce former cabinet minister, and she says that she's not going to vote for Mr. Hunt's budget tomorrow should he not trim back or stop or suspend the HS2 development, which she describes as a vanity project. And I'm inclined to agree with her. I think it is a vanity project, and we've got better things to be spending our money on at the moment. By the time HS2 is up and running, it will be old-fashioned technology. In 15 to 20 years, we need to be thinking of a new technology to get goods and people around the country and from the south to the north. We certainly don't need to be relying on old technology. If we want to rely on old technology, we should be restoring the track that was removed in the 1960s. And that was stupid. That removal, the Beeching cuts, was stupid. And to build a new line at this stage when we are seriously hampered financially is again an act of stupidity. Esther mcVey, I think, is absolutely right. If we were able to build a rail link that could be up and running next year, there would be a difference. I would probably salute that, but that's not what's being proposed. The HS2 system, I mean, it's already caused so much chaos and so much of a nightmare riding roughshod through people's land. We should have listened to people protesting years ago. Now that we can't really afford this project, we should definitely be listening to people. And maybe we should be returning some of that land and repenting of the silly project, because it makes no sense.